Good morning, YouTube. Captain Paul here, and I did a 911 video about the market the other day, and today I'm driving to Regel, and we're going to go do some training. The capital of Regel is in Oklahoma, and that's where I'm heading today. I can't wait for you guys to see the videos of the 4588 Bayliner with Guy and Shelly and Buster. I want to hear the comments on Buster. A lot of Buster in these videos. I love that dog. Anyway, what I want to do is talk about what really I've gotten pretty pissed off over in the last a few deals lately, and a lot of them's dealing with these brokers out here. And I want to explain to you what I mean by that, because when you guys are out here looking for boats to buy, more than likely you have to go through a broker or a private seller. I've explained to you several times why you don't find the boats that you think you should be finding, and a lot of the boats you're looking at is junk, and the reason is because they've been sitting on the market for 6 months, and more than likely they're overpriced and they are junk. The good boats sell very, very quickly. But I want to share with you a couple of examples that's happened over the last few months, and it really, really upset me to the point of that calling out some of these brokers, because it's absolutely, in my opinion, it's ridiculous what some of these brokers get away with. But let me explain to you real quick, because I want to break this down for you so you understand it. When you go list your boat with a broker, and I'm just going to use $100,000 because it's a nice, easy, round number. When you list it, there's a 10% commission. That really doesn't change. It doesn't matter who you list it with, what broker. Curtis Stokes, or my best broker that I know is Seth over at Ease. He's the same price. It's 10%. So on a $100,000 boat, that's $10,000. Now here's what happens to that commission. The brokerage, so like Curtis Stokes owns the brokerage, and that's the name of the company. At Seth at Ease Brokerage, Seth, the brokerage that he works for, which is at Ease, gets half of that commission. So that's $10,000 right off the top. It doesn't matter what brokerage it is. It could be Denison, Curtis Stokes, at Ease. They get half of the commission. So if the commission's $10,000, they get $5,000. If the commission's $20,000, they get $10,000. And that's basically covering all their yacht expenses, like Yacht World. Yacht World is very, very, very expensive to, man, look at that sunrise this morning, beautiful. Yacht World is very, very expensive to advertise on. And, you know, the other day I'm down in Gulf Shores, and some guy in his little sailboat, he's trying to sell his little sailboat, his little hunter sailboat. And he says, you know, the broker doesn't care, blah, blah, blah. I go, well, how much you selling the boat for? He goes, $40,000. So I said, $8,000 commission. The guy gets half that. And then if he sells it through another broker, he gets half that again. So he's talking maybe a $2,000 commission, and you want him to drive 300 miles every single time that somebody calls him on the boat. I go, it doesn't work like that. Also, just for him putting it on Yacht World costs $1,000. So there's no money in your little boat. So that's why he cannot come out here and show it every single time. If you're selling a boat, you need a local broker as close as possible to that boat, period. It doesn't matter. You don't have to fall in love with the brokers. I hate that. Everybody gets emotionally involved with these brokers. This is my broker for life. Fuck that. It's bad, bad business. The broker that's next to the boat should be the broker selling the boat. That should be the guy doing everything. And so, not some guy that's 4, 5, 6, 700, 1,000 miles away. It's just bad business. It's terrible business. Anyway, so as always, the best way to catch a boat is just right as the broker's getting it, or before the broker gets it. and that's usually word of mouth through the marina. It could be anywhere. It could be a little ad on FaceTime Marketplace, anything like that. So one thing that in this, it's hard to explain it, but this really upset me immensely on one of the deals, and it was one of the manatees. The Katie Krogan manatee is a very tough boat because this is just my opinion. I don't think they were built super well, and there's a lot of issues like soft deck, a lot of stuff in the core, and then people put holes in there, and then it just makes for worse problems. And so the Katie Krogan manatee is, after surveying 3 or 4 of them, we had a good lead, supposedly. We answered the ad. We went and did a survey on this boat. And when we got done with the survey, it was so disappointing. It was like, and my gut feeling is this broker knew the issues on this boat. I mean, it had salt water in the engine. It had salt water in the gear. It had just the drivetrain from the front of the motor to the back of the propeller. There was nothing good going on there. It needed everything. Every single part of that needed some type of work on it. But the salt in the engine was the nail in the coffin. And it was supposedly a brand new motor in there. And it was just a poor install. Everything was done poorly on the boat. The boat was literally, I wouldn't say that it was a super bad boat. I would tell you that it was a boat that somebody put together incorrectly, is the way I want to word that, because it just had a bunch of bad vendor after bad vendor after bad vendor. Like, they put brand new electronics on it, and that's what all drew us to the boat. Brand new electronics, brand new engine, brand new this. But the couple that owned the boat was from Canada, and then they had, whether it was this, the broker was supposedly a maintenance guy and all this other stuff. Anyway, whether it was his vendors that did all this work to the boat, none of it was good work, and the boat suffered because of that. Now, here's my argument. To get that boat to survey, for us to survey that boat, by the time we paid the survey, and by the time the guy that was doing the survey, which was Larry, paid his plane ticket to come out to see the boat for the survey, everything, the out of the water experience, everything, it was almost $5,000. So he didn't spend that $5,000 not to buy the boat. We want to buy the boat. But what was unfair about it, and this is what upset me so bad, is we had to eat that $5,000. I honestly, all of them should be held accountable for this junk that they're trying to sell and pawn off on us. And they really, when somebody does something like that, there should be a clause in the law where we can back charge them for all of that stuff that we just did, because I don't think it's fair. And I want to hear in the comments what you guys say, because it's absolute fucking bullshit if you ask me. It's why I can't be a broker anymore. It's so nasty out there, and the owners of these boats, they've neglected them so badly, but yet, and then they lie to the broker, and then the broker, not all of them are complete scumbags. Like I said, Seth over at Addie's, he'll give you all the information. By law, they are supposed to tell you anything that they know about the boat. So the best policy for these brokers is not to know anything about the boat. That was what that's what guy asked me. He goes, how come these guys didn't know anything about the boat? Well, the less they know, the better off they are. And so it's just the truth. Boat buying is not a pleasant experience, and it never will be. And nobody's going to find you your boat. Hiring a buyer's broker is absolutely one of the worst things you can do. If you do that, help you guys, especially you guys in the market buying boats. I hope it helps you with your purchasing and going out there and looking at boats. Buying boats is probably as fun and as challenging as anything else. You just got to know the game, and once you learn the rules and you play the game correctly, it's not that hard. But it is very difficult finding a good boat in these conditions, because the inventory might look huge and it gets bigger and bigger every single day in this little crash that we're having. But on the same token, the good boats all sell very quickly. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe, share the videos with your friend on social media, and anybody needs any help, please feel free to reach out to me. Lots of emails over that last video. I appreciate it, and I try and get back to you guys all as quickly as I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching. Truly, truly appreciate it. God bless. Have a great day. And remember, live life with no regret. I do.